Hey, I'm going off the beaten path today, and I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm going to go interview a movie star. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Every once in a while, I get off the beaten path and get to go do some activities off the farm. And in this particular activity, I am actually working on a big motion picture. Yeah, this is an LA production, Hollywood film. And it is, well, actually has some actors and actresses from the TV series Yellowstone. It has from Blue Bloods. The show is called Timberlands, and I've been working on the show for a couple of weeks now. And Bailey Tony is one of the writers and directors, and her partner Miles Closey is another writer and director. Featured in the film is Tanya Beatty. Yeah, she's from the franchise of Yellowstone. She's in the movie. Robert Closey, he's in there. Kim Jackson Davis, Tom Parnell. I was in a scene with Tom Parnell. Kenneth Ruthart, Irene Bedard. She sat right behind me in the scene we filmed. In the episode you're getting ready to see. She is actually the voice of the Disney animated motion picture Pocahontas. So I got to talk to her a little bit. And then I did some scenes with Wes Studi. That is another episode I'm going to be presenting to you guys. Owen Crowshoe, we're going to talk to him. We're going to talk to Owen. So let's go down and start the interview. Hey folks, I'm speaking with Owen Crowshoe. He is a Native American, and he's in the movie also. He's featured in this movie, but he's got quite the list. Owen, where are you from?
I'm Blackfoot. I'm from Alberta, Canada.
I'm familiar with that area. And you how old were you when you got into acting?
When I first started pursuing it, I was about 21 years old.
Oh, that's about the age. Well, I was 16 when I got into filmmaking.
Yeah, I did a lot of background growing up as well. As a kid, it was just something I did. My parents, my dad especially, he was a horse rider on a lot of things back in the day. So he would bring me out to set, and I didn't take it too seriously because I was a kid. I wanted to have fun, and at the time it was really hard. It was tough. It was work. So I didn't take it. I didn't pursue it at all until I was in my early 20s, and I started. My dad got me back into a television show called AMC's Hell on Wheels.
Oh yeah.
He got me in as a horse rider because that's what he was doing. Him and another guy named Gene Braverock. They were both working as horse riders on the show, and they got me. They spoke up and got me on as a horse rider. And I fell in love with the industry from there.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Once you get down there, I remember my first role was for Walt Disney, and it was in a scene with Ronald Reagan was in the movie, and it's just like, what? I was a junior in high school when this happened, and that's when the bug bit me. But I was 16 when that happened. So you've been in some other major features. What are some of the name drop some of the major features you were in?
Okay, so I actually got my first credit, first credit to my name as as a stunt rider, but I didn't do much stunts on The Revenant. I was credited as a stunt person. I guess what I did was a stunt, but I was a featured background, and I got to do a lot of. I felt like I was just on set, basically going to class every day, because I had this whole storyline that was written on the side, and I was wondering where it was going, what part of the movie it would be, and it was all scrapped. And I thought maybe it was just like the director helping me out and giving me something, but it was I really appreciated it. Like on The Revenant, I was going to work as an actor every day, and I was working on a scene for weeks at a time.
Yeah. So any other major roles that you've done? Didn't you hold a movie?
Then yeah, that's how I got my start there. That's where I got my first credit, was on The Revenant. And since then, this past June, I had Horizon and American Saga come out, and I'm one of the co-stars on the show. So
Sweet. Couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of mileage under your belt to get out there and get experience. And so this movie, how long have they been filming this movie right here?
It was a 2-week shoot, but I believe they filmed a little bit of stuff earlier on in the year.
Oh, gotcha.
Some rodeo stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure, but yeah. I think the principal photography was for 2 weeks.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was brought in early on when you guys first started shooting as finding a canoe and looking for a sawmill and a mansion.
Okay.
And then Tuesday morning, I got a phone call and says, "We need you on set." And that's when I met you, as we were filming this scene over at Jayville Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you? Now we were with Wes. Weren't you in another feature with Wes?
No,
this is your first
This is
feature?
the first one, yeah, and it was one of the main reasons I came.
Oh,
here.
well, I created a photograph of you, Wes, and Micah, and myself when we were at that scene. So the director's got your picture, your copy of the picture.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you got that as a souvenir.
Jeez, that's nice.
Yeah. So I thought you might like it. I didn't know if I was going to run into you here or not.
Yeah, this is the last day, so I had to come out and say hi and hang out.
Final shoot, and you're supposed to be at the mill right now.
Yeah.
In movie land. All right.
So I can't be seen here.
No, you can't be seen. At least not in the.
Not in the second rodeo.
Yeah.
But the first one I actually was there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see the first rodeo. Well, buddy.
Yeah.
Gosh. Anything major coming up, or anything in the works that you can talk about?
I mean, I got a few projects coming up. I have been shooting another feature called Dream down in Sacramento area, and that's another exciting one. It's sort of like a child rescue kind of show.
Oh.
Deals with human trafficking. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
I'm going to be following that one.
I like to broaden the horizon. I want to
do a variety.
I want to do everything.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I like to do everything too. I've done horror films.
Yeah, I've done a horror.
Yeah,
I played a zombie.
Yeah. Next big project we're working on this next year is actually a comedy.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be different for me. It's going to be fun. I actually stole the script that Castle Rock Entertainment was supposed to get, but the writer told them no and told me yes. So we're going to be making a feature-length movie coming up later this year. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to share with you guys more about those details on that show coming up soon. Well, it was a pleasure working with you. A pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well.
Yes. So we'll see you in the movies.
All right.
Okay. Take care, Owen.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Well, I made it back home to the homestead. That was quite the event. I'll be presenting another show on behind the scenes of the movie. The new movie's, again, it's called Timberlands. It's filmed around Southern Oregon where I live. I am an extra in the film. I've been working through the last couple of weeks with props, getting them a canoe, location scout, finding a sawmill for them to use and a mansion for them to use, and then also running extra. And I became executive producer. Isn't that a hoot? That was a total shock and surprise for me. They asked for help. I was just like, yeah, I have some resources set aside for another big motion picture project that I'm working next year. And he's the one that actually got me involved in this movie, because Ray is friends with Bailey Tony, and she was one of the writers and directors of the movie. And that's how he got connected with it, and then he was able to get me involved in it. So I had a lot of fun. Did a scene with Owen West Studi, and Micah Hansen, spelt the same way as mine. In fact, she is in a movie that I'm fond of. It's a Christmas movie. It's called Christmas Matchmaker. Yeah, I'll leave a link down below so you guys can check her out. Really nice lady. Had fun with acting with West Studi. He's a legend, absolute legend. And then Owen Crowshoe, he's a legend in his own right. Yes, he's a really cool dude, down to earth, very kind, gentle spirit, very gentle spirit. Anyway, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm, off the beaten path, with another episode for you guys to enjoy and a peek into my life. Yeah, of a little bit more than homesteading on the homestead, but this show is a little like, it's a modern western. It's a little like Yellowstone. So I'll keep you guys updated on when it comes out. It's in pre-production still, so I can't talk about it, and I can't show images of the show itself. So that I'll just talk about, you know, around the peripheral and in the background. Stay tuned for those. Please give us a thumbs up. Click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps us out. Remember, be safe, always be kind. I'll see you guys in my next adventure. Yeah, I do have a couple more adventures coming up. They're on camera. They're in the can. I just have to produce them. Just so far today, I've produced 3 episodes on homesteading. A goats, and this show. So I've got to go produce them. Plus I'm producing another show. Plus I'm producing a show for my friend across the street with the elephants and the rhino. Yeah, I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger in a hurricane. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.